everybody, and welcome to Ascendant Hearts. This is a pre-alpha demo of Ascendant Hearts. The version is a work in progress in some art, and OSTs have not been completed yet. Nevertheless, we hope you have fun trying out the game. This is a visual novel that I found on itch.io. It's been a little while since I've played a visual novel, and this one had magic and wizards and fighting, and I just realized that my door was slightly open. Hold on just a second. There we go. Alright. Anyway, let us continue on with the story. Now, I liked the art, but this is going to have some cliches in it, I can already tell. But you know what? With visual novels, I mean, most of it's cliches, so it's okay. I wake up slowly. My head hurts. What happened? I squint at the bright sunlight and ease myself up. I'm in some sort of town square. This place isn't familiar at all. I rub my head. The last thing I remember is nothing. Where was I before this? Where am I from? Something tells me this town isn't it, but fuzzy thoughts make it difficult to focus. I look around for someone who can tell me what happened, but the area is empty, deserted. It sends a shiver through me. Hello? My voice shatters the silence. No one answers. This town is quiet as if it's been abandoned. I can't shake the feeling that something strange is going on. Something growls behind me. I stiffen and whirl around. Oh, good! What are these? Giant, Rastafarian wolves, I think. One lunges forward and snaps at my leg. I jump back. In the back of my mind, a tiny voice whispers that there should be some sort of dramatic music. Great. I'm not only being attacked, I'm cracking up. As I stare at the monsters, I can't help but think that this feels less like a wild animal attack than a video game battle. But it doesn't matter. Either way, I don't know how to fight them. As the second one prepares to lunge, I flee. The monsters give chase as I race across the square. Up ahead, two more jump out from between buildings. Ah! I lift my hands to shield my face as all four monsters close in on me at once. Get down! The sudden voice startles me, but I obey. I drop to the ground. Heat brushes my skin as the air above me explodes into fire. Ah! Fire! When the fire fades, the monsters are gone. Only ashes remain. I lift my head and stare in shock at the young woman who approaches me. Are you alright? I wouldn't call my current condition alright. I'm lost, confused, just got attacked by monsters, and I might have amnesia. On the other hand, I'm physically unharmed, and that's probably what she means. Yeah, you came just in time. What were you doing out here alone? I'm not sure. I woke up by the fountain. What were those monsters anyway, and how did you defeat them? Was that magic? You're not from around here. I nod, although her flat tone makes it clear it's a statement, not a question. It must be obvious that I'm a stranger here. Come on, welcome to Lightshire. My name is Shiori. I'll show you around. Thank you, I'm Hayato. As we head through the town square, people emerge from their homes. Some look upset or annoyed, but not nearly as shaking as they should be for people whose town was just attacked by monsters. Did they know the monsters were coming? Of course, we all saw the flash. Flash? The flash of light that signals a monster attack. Only adventurers ready to fight go out when they see the flash. Oh. Anyway, the inn is over there. You'll probably want to stop in soon, although it can wait a bit since you said you're fine. Wait, what does that have to do with the inn? If I was hurt, wouldn't I go to a hospital or something? She stops walking and turns to face me with a puzzled expression. You really aren't from around here. Where do you live? I don't know. She looks skeptical, and I don't blame her. I can't remember anything before I woke up by the water fountain a few minutes ago. Oh, well, we'll figure it out eventually. On second thought, that was not nearly as much skepticism as someone should show toward a stranger who woke up in town with no memory of how he got there. We will? Of course we will. That's how these things always work. What things? But for now, it sounds like I better start with the basics. Follow me. Still confused, I follow her as she marches into the inn. Yay! Crazy, quest-giving inn. I don't know. This is the inn. It doubles as a tavern. If you need a meal or a place to sleep, this is where you'll want to be. Normal so far. A rest at the end also heals your wounds, so you could come here if you're injured. And normalcy disappears. Why? Why what? Why does sleeping at an inn heal wounds? Why wouldn't it? Because you need medical attention. Aren't there hospitals? Oh yes, hospitals are used for illnesses. Why can't an inn heal sick people? Why would they? We're going in circles. It makes as much sense as injuries healing when you sleep at an inn. Do you just like to argue or something? Before I can protest, a soft voice interrupts us. Do you come from a place where inns don't heal you? I love doing girl voices. It's my favorite thing ever. It's just fantastic. The newcomer stares at me in fascination. Shiori looks like she thinks I'm crazy. Yes, I think so. That's weird. No, that's okay. I'm gonna have to somehow separate these two voices. She's kind of flat though, so I guess maybe I should just like try to do emotionless. That's weird. No wonder you were out of sorts. If you come from such a backward place where the inns don't even heal you. But inns, I mean hotels, they don't. Why would... You can't just sleep off major injuries. Wow. Relax. Here, inns work the way they're supposed to. They heal everything except illnesses. Oh, and they can't revive the dead. I should hope not. Come on. I glance at the other girl who gives me a confused shrug, and then I follow my guide back outside. Okay, so I'm gonna have to somehow separate these girls' voices. I don't know how. It's gonna be really hard. Over there is the church. Come on. It said she was flat, so what do you do here? Pray? Worship? What else would you do in a church? In this town, I have expected the answer like, you go to the church to save your progress, or something equally ridiculous. Remember, when you pray, the gods reflect upon your life, and thereby record your deeds forever. So I was right. The thought doesn't come from me. This isn't real life. It's an RPG. Why am I dreaming? Why can't I remember anything about my real life except that this isn't it? Of course, you can pray anywhere. It doesn't have to be in a church. Okay. You look distressed. Did the gods smite your family and now you're on a crusade against the heavens? What? No! Calm down. It was just a guess. Something is seriously wrong with this girl, who meets a stranger and then calmly guesses that they're out to kill gods. There are still a few more places you should see. Good. Okay, so it's not just the church and the tavern. Many people sell their wares here. There are two shops in particular you should keep on your mind. The equipment shop sells weapons and armor. The alchemist sells potions. Potions? Healing potions, mana potions, etc. Did you say mana? Yes. If you're a mage like me, mana is critical. I feel dizzy. I'm in an RPG. What's happening? Has virtual reality come this far? Do you want to buy anything now? No, I'm good. Are you sure? To my shock, she reaches out and grabs a fistful of my shirt. Hey! This seems pretty flimsy. Starter gear, if I had to guess. Is it a money problem? I suppose I can buy you some equipment, just this once, to help you out. Starter gear? Equipment? I stare at her. She sighs. Wait here. She disappears into the equipment shop, returns a few minutes later with clothes folded over her arm. She holds them out to me. This should provide a little more protection. You bought me clothes? Don't read too much into it. I just wanted to help you get a good start. But how do you know they'll even fit me? What are you talking about? When you buy gear in an equipment store, it fits. Put it on and find out. Outside? Why not? She's joking, right? She wants me to change clothes out in the open, in front of her and any random villagers who happen to walk by? I have a little more dignity than that. I look around for something I can stand behind. Don't tell me you don't know how to equip gear. Are you sure I shouldn't do it inside? What's the matter with you? Some adventurers change their gear in the middle of a dungeon. Well, if she insists, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? With an embarrassed shrug, I start to take off my shirt, but an exasperated groan from Shiori makes me freeze. Honestly, even most new adventurers don't equip all their gear first. Do you know how complicated that would end up being? You want me to put on these clothes without taking mine off? Any adventurer can replace their equipped gear like that. All the strange things she said finally come together in my mind. Wait a minute. You're talking like I'm an adventurer too. I don't want to fight monsters. Oh, you'd rather sit around and let people solve your problems? What if you get caught in another monster attack? I won't always be there to save you, you know. If you don't learn a thing or two, you'll end up dead. But I glance around at the other townspeople who hid behind their homes when the monsters came. Shiori must realize what I'm thinking because her enraged expression deepens. They live here. You don't. If you live here, you need a job. The easiest way to earn money is through adventuring. Most of the people here took on at least a few quests to get started. And don't you at least want the ability to defend yourself? You're such a low level. Quests? Levels? This must be a weird dream, but I might as well enjoy it while it lasts. In the morning, I'll wake up to whatever my real life is. I've always liked video games, so why not make the most of this dream? I like how I can remember that I always liked video games. And I can remember all the cliches of an RPG, but I can't remember anything other than those things. Alright, I'll become an adventurer. Finally, Since you're such a low level, I'll fight with you until you're strong enough to handle the monsters yourself. You're really lucky to be here, you know. Imagine if you woke up in high water to the north. The monsters around there are vicious. Aren't people born there? How do they become adventurers? With a lot of difficulty and pain. Great. Ready to equip your gear? Although it feels stupid, I attempt to put on the clothes she handed me. Not only does it fit perfectly, but my own clothes seem to vanish. Great! I look around in confusion, but my old clothes are nowhere to be seen. They must be somewhere. Let's go grab a few simple quests. Wait! I give up on my search and hurry after her as she heads through the town square. Alright, so my clothes just magically disappear. The building she leads me to is crowded. Adventurers stand everywhere, talking and practicing their skills. Welcome to the town hall. This is where adventurers train their skills, accept basic quests, and turn in completed quests. Also, if you ever want to know more about the world or join a guild, the town hall is also the place to ask questions. She walks to a large signboard on the side of the room. Notices and scraps of paper cover it. These are quests? Yep, you can get quests from people in town too, but minor ones are posted here. Fetch quests, monster bounties, and so on. Did you say fetch quests? Yep, like this. She snatches a scrap of paper from the board. The innkeeper needs 4 baskets of blueberries to make pie for the weekend. Now that you've accepted the quest, we can go out, get the blueberries, and bring them back for our reward. It's called a fetch quest. Uh-huh. My video game dream is self-aware. What next? Level grinding? She takes 2 more notices from the board. Here's a bounty for 10 whammers. 10 what? Whammers. They're a type of monster. The other quest is a request for 5 whammer pelts, so we can get these done at the same time. This is good. Quests like these will make it easier for you to level up without grinding. These people do know about level grinding. I shouldn't be surprised. This is my dream, after all. If I thought about it, of course it exists in the dream world. Is this lucid dreaming? I've heard about it, but I've never been able to do it before. While she selects a couple more quests and explains them, my mind wanders. What else do I have to control of in this world? Can I change the weather? Teleport? She mentioned level grinding after I thought about it. Maybe I can get her to bring up fast travel. Fast travel, fast travel, fast travel. Why are you staring at me like that? It's rude. Is there any way to travel from place to place quicker than walking? Yes, they're called horses. Faster than that, I meant. Dr. Takizawa might be working on a faster method of transportation, but there's nothing available to the people as yet as far as I know. Never mind then. Maybe I can only do it subconsciously. Ready to head out? Shouldn't I get a weapon first? You don't even have a weapon? Nothing at all? Fine, let's go. Yay! Weapon shop! To the equipment shop and buy something that you think you can fight with. I reach into my pockets in the hope that my subconscious, despite not providing me with a weapon or knowledge about combat, gave me a wallet. No such luck. Oh, I don't have any money. I'll pay, but just this once. You better pay me back as soon as you get enough money from fighting monsters. I will. Excuse me. She walks with me to the equipment shop. Under her impatient stare, I select a sword that is neither too unwieldy nor too expensive. She pays, shoves it into my hands, and leads me back outside. I stare at the sword. It feels strange and unfamiliar. Am I really going to do this? Oh, man. What's wrong? Oh, wait. That was her. Never mind. That clueless look on your face. We better stock up on potions. I'll be right back. She marches into the alchemist shop and returns a few minutes later with several healing potions. Here. She hands them to me. With the sword still in my hands, it's difficult to hold the glass potion bottles. When I finally have them, I hold as still as possible. I don't dare to move or they'll fall everywhere. What are you doing? Put those in your inventory. My inventory. Right. How do I do that again? Seriously? Just put them in your inventory. Next time you'll be asking me how to breathe. I stare at her in disbelief. Do I really have a magical inventory that I can put these potions in? She scowls at me for a moment, then takes the potions from me. One by one, she takes them and they disappear. How did you do that? I put them in my inventory. How would you show me how? Really? This is the sort of thing you should ask your parents about. Memories of my parents are fuzzy and faint in my mind, but I'm pretty sure they're not in this world and would stare at me in utter bewilderment if I asked them how to open an inventory. Best they'd think I'd want to manage a store. Are you ready to fight or not? Oh, right, sure. I glance at the sword in my hands. If I need to put it in my inventory, you should equip that. Just belt the sheath around your waist. Can I strap it to my back instead? Somewhere in the back of my mind, I've always wanted to dramatically whip a sword from my back and charge into battle. Sure. I swing the sheathed sword over my back and attempt to attach it. You won't be able to draw it from that position, though. Then why did you let me try? She shrugs, but seems amused. Great, now she's having fun at my expense. With a sigh, I position the sheath at my waist, like she recommended, and practice reaching for my sword. Reasonable enough. Step 1 complete. I have a weapon within reach. The tricky part comes next. Actually fighting things. Just outside of town, a grassy plain extends in all directions. To our north, it meets a dark line of trees. In the east, jagged mountain peaks stretch high into the sky. It looks peaceful, normal, like something I'd see back at home. Then a winged monster soars overhead and ruins that feeling. Whoa! Don't worry, they won't attack unless you intentionally aggro them. For now, let's stick to these guys. Oh, well, aren't they cute? These are whammers, and they're basically slimes with wings, which is kind of strange. Why are they called that? Walk up to one of them. A little hesitant, I eye the whammers. They're monsters, but they're kind of cute. They don't look very fast or strong, so it's probably safe. I take a few tentative steps toward the closest one. And he whams me. Immediately, the body compresses and flies toward me like a rubber ball and slams into my chest. With the air knocked out of me, I gasp and backpedal. Wham! You don't have to look so pleased with yourself. You did ask. A practical demonstration wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Now it's time to get your revenge. Jump in for a basic attack. I draw my sword, but hesitate. My hand fits nicely around the hilt, but the blade's unfamiliar weight makes me feel awkward. Worse, I can't help but realize the whammer only attacked me when I approached it. Now that I'm at a safe distance, it ignores me. They bounce around happily together. Are you sure we have to fight these things? Now you're feeling sorry for the monsters? They seem so innocent. I don't want to kill them. Will you get a grip? Don't think of it as killing. They respawn just as we do. If you kill these whammers, they'll lose any items they had and be set back a bit. That's all. Really? They don't die? I can't believe you don't know something so basic. How did you even get here? I don't know. I told you. I can't remember anything before I woke up by the fountain. Oh, right. Memory loss. I'm sorry? Amnesia is so cliche. Aha! And these things, this is like fourth wall breaking stuff. I love that kind of stuff, though. I didn't lose my memory on purpose. Sure. Okay, for a basic attack, just swing your sword at one of the whammers. Are you okay with it now that you know they'll respawn? I nod and raise my sword. It still feels wrong to hurt something so cute, but I remind myself that if this was the RPG, I'd kill my way through hordes of these things without any qualms. With that in mind, I run forward and attack the whammer. It recoils as my sword strikes it, then bounces toward me. I remember the last attack and jump out of the way. Evasion! Nice! Okay, she lifts her hand and a fireball appears. It crashes into the whammers with much more force than my attack had. When the smoke clears, they're gone. One pelt, a potion, and a pile of gold lies on the ground. The pelt I understand, but those monsters had items in gold? She gathers up our rewards and gives me a withering stare. Of course, they kept them in their inventories, which is more than I can say for some people. Ah! Go, try another basic attack. I'm slightly more confident this time, although she still wants to defeat the whammers in a single blow. Although she still defeats the whammers in a single blow after I make my attempts. All the same, she seems pleased. You're doing well. Now follow me. The blueberry bushes are this way. Yay! Blueberry picking! When we reach the blueberry bushes, she crowds and begin to gathering them. I want to help, but I still haven't figured out my inventory. I haven't done a simple quest like this in a while. It's nice. I remember picking berries when I was a new adventurer. You're so much stronger than me. That's because you're new at this, and the amnesia makes it worse. Even beginning adventurers know the basics. I'm sorry. You can make it up to me by helping me pick these blueberries. But Oh, you don't know how to use an inventory. I forgot. She sighs and beckons me closer. I step closer to her. She picks a handful of blueberries from the nearest bush and holds them out. I accept them, but like one of the potions, I don't know what to do except hold them uselessly. She scans me up and down while I fidget, and then she nods. Put them in your pockets. Excuse me? Inventories vary based on your clothes. Your pocket seems like the best bet. Best bet. Yeah, there you go. I can't see this ending anyway except with blueberry stains all over my pants. I am not shoving berries in my pocket. Oh, yes, you are. Nope. If you don't, I'll do it for you. One look into her eyes convinces me she isn't bluffing. With a sigh, I put a handful of blueberries in my pocket and brace myself for them to be squished into a horrible, mushy mess. But it doesn't happen. I cautiously look down at my pants. They're fine. I reach into my pocket and pull out an intact blueberry. I return it just as easily. My pockets don't nearly have that much room. They've apparently become portals to another dimension. Shiori bursts out laughing. What's so funny? Your face. You look so shocked. The blueberries. How are they? They're in your inventory now. But that doesn't make any sense. She groans and fixes me with an irritated stare. Even when you learn how to do something, you have to confuse matters by questioning it. Explaining things to you is infuriating. Why bother trying? If you don't want me to... No, I didn't mean it that way. I'm grateful for your help, I really am, but you've done so much. Fighting weak monsters and collecting blueberries can't help you a lot, and my questions annoy you, so why form a party with me? You could have sent me out here alone, especially if it's so frustrating for her to deal with me, and I don't want to say it out loud. For a few minutes, she gathers blueberries in silence. I help, even though it still feels strange to me. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and pause there. That seems like a pretty decent place to pause. So we're picking blueberries with Shiori, and she seems to want to teach me, even though I seem to be really dumb and cliche. So anyway, thank you guys very much for joining me on Ascendant Hearts. I am Vlog. So remember to hit that like button, comment, and of course subscribe, and click that little bell, because that puts me into your feed, and then you can watch more of my crazy shit that nobody actually wants to watch. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode, though. Are you gaming? Well, you should be. So get out there, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Now we're gonna run into a fight. Oh, they're maggots. Oh, that's not too bad. Figment of my imagination is a pink-haired girl that is literally pantsless.